Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another episode with me. And of course, Jan from New York City Saves Money is
Hey,
alongside
Steve.
today. Hey, Jan. Um, what we're gonna, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Jan. She's got a few tips that she would like to share with you.
Thank you so much, Steve, for having me on this morning. I know this is like sometimes your quick tip time or a recipe Tuesday or a random topic or whatever. The
Yeah,
reason why I really wanted to come on to, of course, say hello to you always and the folks, but I am concerned that many people, as of March 1, which is like this week, okay, as of March 1, will be seeing $95. Let's round it off to $100 less in their SNAP income. So I devised a few ways that thank you for allowing me to share these quick tips and ideas to help anyone actually save at least somewhere beyond $25 a week, perhaps $100 a month. I believe these principles work if you really adhere to them. So I'm going to rattle them off as we go along. Thanks again, Steve. All
hmm
right. So first of all, number one, when it comes to savings, don't get overwhelmed. Think of things in baby bites. For example, by telling someone, "Oh, you need to save $100 in the next few weeks." That sounds so kind of big. But if I said to someone, well, why don't we think about considering saving $25 this week? There's a whopping 7 days in a week. So we're talking about saving or keeping only about a little bit over $3 a day. I think all of us can manage to do that. Does that sound about right, Steve?
that's easy to do.
Exactly. So, okay, so by breaking it down into little increments, it makes it livable. All right. So, spring is literally just around the corner, and a person can literally look around their home or apartment and more than likely find some sort of clutter or object or instrument or thing they do not use. They no longer need, they do not want it. They're done with it. Its season is over, but it's perfectly good. What may be old and not useful to you any longer might be very brand new and very useful to a prospective buyer. So, by all means, consider selling something right off the bat. You can start heading towards that $25 this week alone. Next, live by the rule of half. This is something that I even did just this very morning. I was eating an English muffin. I had the muffin split open, and you know what? I said, I don't need to have that whole muffin. I could have half of it this morning, wrap it up. If I want half later or tomorrow, fine. I just stretched that one English muffin and I literally reduced the use of that, the cost of that muffin by 50% by living with the rule of half. Also, the rule of half, many people are way too used to eating seconds and third helpings at meals. That's not really necessary. I'm not saying you may not feel a little hungry. Reduce the serving to one serving size. If you are still feeling hungry, grab a piece of fruit. Have extra salad or extra vegetables on your plate. Drink a glass of water or some nice seltzer, which is fairly inexpensive, and you are full and ready to go. And you're still saving. Next, consider making sandwich nights 2 times a week for a dinner idea. Not only are sandwiches easy, they are filling, they are nutritious. You can make a vegetable sandwich, you can make a meat and vegetable sandwich, you could just do lettuce and tomatoes and be totally happy with that on toast. Get creative. Sometimes I'd rather just slap together a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and call it a day. Literally, I'm just speaking the truth here. Sandwiches are an uncomplicated, quick, and easy way to stretch your dollar during the week. There's money saved right there. All right, next, decrease the need to pay for entertainment. Entertainment, we could get so much entertainment totally for free just on this platform alone. I cannot tell you, I take such good advantage of the many facets of the videos here. For example, there are some exercise videos. There are lots of music videos. There are many things to consider. There are a lot of how-to videos, how to fix someone, which not only gives you free entertainment, but gives you the ability to learn something. For example, how to fix something and not have to pay for that out of pocket. More excuses to add to that $25 a week. Next, keep a dryer rack for clothing in your home or apartment. This is vital. Not everyone can keep a clothesline in their backyard. Not everyone has a backyard, for example. So in this case, use a dryer rack for clothing. You could get them either used secondhand or like for $30 or less right on Amazon. It's an easy peasy thing to do, and it will save you money in the long run. Next, invest in a bag of frozen fruit or mixed vegetables. Why do I say that? Because these items can be used interchangeably in so many meals conveniently. This also cuts down on fresh produce waste. How many times have people purchased fresh produce only to see it go to waste because, well, they didn't use it up fast enough? If those items are available in your freezer, you use them as you go along. Thus, that will automatically help you keep more money towards that little $25 a week. Next, please don't even forget, have your coffee at home. It cannot be stressed enough. I just can't see spending two, three, four, some people spend $7 or $8 on a cup of coffee. I'm sorry. I just can't see that happening, especially nowadays when things are running so tightly. And finally, last but not least, Steve, delay or stagger trips to the haircut place or to the beauty salon. Really and truly, maybe learn through the videos how to either trim your hair. There's so many videos on here, the how to do the hair, do the nails. I'm not saying every time. Yes, go for professional cuts, alternate times. But by eliminating that once a month, you may be saving yourself a fortune. That way you could keep up with the grocery bills because food is non-negotiable. Food is an item that your family needs. That is not a want. Food is a need. Water is the first need, as far as like ingesting things, but next comes food. We cannot cheap out on food. We could keep saving some money, but we don't want to deprive our family of food. Hopefully these tips are helpful, Steve.
Oh yeah, they're very helpful, and I'm in agreement with everything that you said. You know,
Oh, good.
yeah. Well, speaking of a haircut, I did have one right around the holidays, Christmas, which was what, 2 months ago.
Right.
And a haircut with a tip is anywhere from 12 to, well, wait a minute. Let me think about this for a minute. Incorrect. A, you'll have to excuse the noise. Let's see. A haircut cost me 13. With a tip, it's 15. That's what I meant to say.
Hmm.
So I used to at one time go every month. I don't go every month anymore. I go every other month. So now's the time for me to go. So I actually put $15 back in my hand.
Wow. And
All
by
right.
staggering it, you just like reduce your cost of haircuts by 50% per year.
Right. So I have a, so if you go $15 times every other month, I've already saved $90 in a year just doing that.
That's
Um,
wonderful.
we had spoken about it before. Yes, I've done the going out and get coffee thing. At the time, it was $2.57 a cup. I would get a large through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. I don't do that anymore. Um, that was only to meet a good friend of mine in the morning before he had to go to work. We would, pass a few words along, have a donut, have a small sandwich and coffee. We'd spend about 30, 40 minutes or so, run our mouths and have a good day, and that was the end of it. Aside from that, yes, I would make my own coffee at home. That's what I do now. I don't really go out
Exactly.
and get coffee. Now, if I do go out and get coffee, which is on a scale of 1 to 10, is probably a 10 now. I might go very few and far between. So that's how that goes. And everything else, yeah, I'm all in agreement for it. Anybody's capable of doing anything. Anybody's capable of saving money. Um,
And they don't
yeah,
have to even be on the SNAP program. I mean, these rules apply for anyone, but especially it just was, heavy on my heart, so concerned about people who are facing absolutely a definite almost $100 per month. I rounded it off 95, $100 a month loss because that food money is income or was income. So now
right.
we have to regenerate our own income, be either earning it or cutting back. My folks love to cut back.
Well, the only thing you can do is people that are going to lose that extra money. And I know people that are going to eventually be dropped back all the way down to like 23 or $25 a month, and that's all you have. So you're going to have to focus on, if, especially people that are on Social Security and things like that, and you're on a fixed income, you're going to have to rely on your own money now out of your own pocket to make up that difference to go buy groceries now.
That's right.
So, but, I still agree with this old little saying that I have. It does not hurt to carry 20, 25, even $30 a month over on your food stamp card.
That's
Um,
right. You have said that several times, and it's always important, especially for the new folks that, new folks come and go listening to these broadcasts, Steve, on either channel, mine or your channel. And for those that didn't hear it, Steve many times has stressed that for people that have food stamp allotment or any sort of allotment, carry over balances for the future. Think ahead for like even just for a few weeks.
we'll figure this. I mean, um, you'll only really be able to do it now coming into March because it'll be hard to do it with 23, $25. But if you're able to carry another 30 plus the 23, that'll give you $53
That's
off from the get-go when they take the reduction away. No, that doesn't sound like a lot, but $30, if you shop around and you know your prices and things like that, you can make out a little bit here and there on food. Again, go in the AM. I'm not saying you're going to find it each and every single time, but yeah, you can find discounted meats at your meat counter: chicken, pork, beef, um, ground turkey, turkey sometimes, all of that, ground chicken. That's all, if it's going to expire and it didn't sell, they're going to mark it down to move it because, they don't want to lose money on it. They'd rather, sell it at a reduced cost than to discard it. And I understand that. And the meat is just as good. You can prepare it whatever you want that day, and whatever you don't use, freeze it, put it in a Ziploc bag or wrap it in clear plastic like saran wrap or whatnot, and put it in your freezer.
exactly.
So, all right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that we were able to come on here and, you share your few tips with us, of which I love. And,
Well, thanks for
anybody,
having me on. I truly appreciate
yeah,
this
yeah,
fortunate opportunity. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Sure. And, like I said, tomorrow, is a um, little bit of a busy day for me. So that's why you and I are taking, the steps in, to come on here and put it together now. That way, tomorrow I'll have peace of mind. So,
Very good.
yeah. All right, everybody. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us this morning, and we will see you guys back here on Saturday, but I'll see you guys back here on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. Take care and have a great day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.